Hello, hello, hello. It's me again, and I'm back. How are we all doing? Today is Saturday, the 12th of January in Brisbane. Um, and I'm just jumping on just to check in and see how everyone is doing. Had an amazing day today. I serve in the community in a non for profit organisation. And today I was able to participate in a family day with some of the childcare centres in our Logan district, who invited me to also, have a stand where I could also speak to parents. So it was awesome because, of course, I had my husband there, and my daughter and her partner Michael and my granddaughters both helping me. Oh, I've just looked at my battery and I've realised I'm a little bit down on battery. Um, and it's just so awesome, just that they were able to set it all up. And sometimes we go along in life and we think we can do it all on our own, and especially when you're quite independent and as mothers, as parents, we like to sort of think that we can do everything. But lo and behold, with my daughter and Michael and the two girls showing up, thank God they were there, because the marquee that we had up was quite a bit bigger than I expected, or I had planned for. So we needed to have four of us adults to put it all up, and so that all worked out really well. So they helped help with the setup. They stayed there while I went through and connected with community, talked about our program, and then they helped us pack down again. So totally blessed and grateful. So that was an amazing day, and I get to do that because of the shift that I lent into, a shift away from a full-time job. I'm just noticing there's a bit of some bright things coming through on my camera. I'm sorry about that. It's the lighting in this room that I've chosen to sit in today. So hopefully you guys will be okay seeing this. That I had reached a challenge in my previous full-time job where my program manager wasn't really accepting of me having an online space or presence as well. And so was going to start imposing some micromanaging requirements on me. Actually, she had started to impose that. And I it took a lot of courage, and I lent into that with trust, and I resigned. But what that did was it opened up an opportunity to do several other things. So I wear three different hats, one part-time in this non-for-profit organisation, who were actually not only accepting, but also felt that it was a great way to also have the online presence, because I didn't see there was a conflict of interest. But they also said that, it's actually a good thing because it's shared skills. So it's really interesting how these, often these challenges that we face without really planning them turn out to be blessings. How many times has that happened in your life, where something that you thought was a challenge actually turned out to be a blessing? Yeah. So today was a combination of that coming together, where I was so blessed to be able to work in the community with my family and supporting, and just knowing that that's also supported by my part-time job, as well as being able to then build my online digital marketing side of things as well. So that was just a little aside that I wanted to touch on. But I think, I really wanted to continue down this discussion on the lines of, how do you know if an online marketing course is going to suit you? How do you know whether it's something that you want to step into when you're used to a 9-to-5 job and the ability to know that job's always going to be there for you each day? Well, well, okay, within reason, because sometimes those jobs just go just like that. How much are we seeing those robots starting to replace jobs as well? So I guess I wanted to just touch on a little bit more and layer up on what I discussed yesterday about, the ways to know the difference between a course that or an online opportunity that would fit you or not. How do you know that it's going to be something that you will be happy in? So I wanted to layer that up a little bit and talk about the different types of things that we're seeing, because I know for a lot of people, and also for me, when I first came into the space, there are a lot of terminology, a lot of opportunities there that I didn't quite know what they were. I've seen multi-level marketing, I've seen that terminology, I've seen the terminology of affiliate marketing, e-commerce, pyramid marketing. What's that all about? And so I just wanted to maybe spend the next couple of days just talking about each of the different ones and my understanding of them. And then also, why is it that I chose the pathway that I've chosen? So the online options that presented to me is really, a lot of it is learning programs, and programs that then back up as affiliate opportunities. So what does that mean? Well, we know that it takes certain skills that you need to develop to learn how to market, sell, influence, whatever the word is that you're comfortable with. Online, there are certain skills that you need to learn. You need to learn how to set up a website. Some people don't have websites, and so that's quite successful for them. How do you do that if you chose to have an online presence with a website? How do you minimize the cost of being able to set up as well? So when I started my journey, the very first thing that I started and I wanted to learn was, well, how do you run a business? How do you set up a business? And so I took a course, a diploma in business. It was called B School here in Australia. I know there's different variations in different countries, but this is the B School in Australia. And I saw this as an opportunity to learn the skills that I needed to learn in order to be able to run my business. And it cost me, well, I took out a student loan for it a couple of years back, and worked out about, in the end, about $18,000. $18,000, and what I got out of it was this here diploma certificate. You'll see that that's in my full name, Fatanga. And what that $20,000 got me was the skills to identify and evaluate marketing opportunities, promote products and services, project work, develop a media plan, manage recruitment and induction process, set up induction processes, implement continuous improvement processes, establish and adjust the marketing mix, plan small business finances. 2 years ago, that's what I paid 20 grand for. Do you reckon I use any of that now? No, I don't. In fact, it's quite outdated now, because the skills that I learned on here were about promoting and launching a business that is a local shopfront business. So they talked about how to organise and promote a launch at a shop. I put that down to, okay, there were lots of books as well, which is really good, but it hasn't really helped me in where I am now. The course that I'm doing now at the moment is through an academy. It's called Six Figure Mentors Academy, because what I learned was it's important to really work off the experiences of people that have been there and that have achieved the lifestyles and the authenticity in achieving what they have in the way that resonates with your own values. And this is where it comes back to what I was talking about yesterday, is making sure that you understand what your values are, what your alignment is. Because I was very quickly able to say, after dipping my toes in, I like this, this fits me. I'm 53 in a couple of weeks' time. I'm learning digital skills. I've learned how to build a website, set it up, have that all running and going. I've learned how to market online. I've learned, and you know what? I joined this June last year. And I set this all up over such a short period of time for nowhere near the cost of this diploma that I did. In fact, I'm still paying off the student loan. So I think it's really about knowing what feels good for you and what new skills you need to learn. And for me, the online space is ever increasing. That's where the opportunity is. Billions of people on the internet at any one time. Retail now shifting more towards the internet. That is the ability to take some skills together, put some skills together, learn those skills, learn it, do it, put it into action, and then turn around and teach it. Be the influence that we want to be able to live in as well and step into it. So that's the academy that I'm part of at the moment. The side of that, the other side of the coin with this type of thing also allows you to say, hey, I can promote this academy because I know how it works and I know how successful it is. It's got a community that I learn from as well. There's personal development, there's technical development as well. Those are some really fundamental things that are really important in building a business. So that's affiliate marketing. That's you being able to promote a product, a service that you believe in. Well, a lot of people promote services that they don't believe in. But what we learn through our academy is to really only promote the ones that you've used, that you know works, and it also is aligned with your own values, because there is, a tribe of people out there that are very similar to you, that you're also able to share that. People that are just stepping into and in the early stages of a journey that are looking for evidence. They're looking for things that actually worked for others. So that's what affiliate marketing is the ability to be able to promote another product, service that is established, that is good to go, and anyone can go in there and trial it out. Well, not all of them will allow a refund after a certain period of time. So a lot of the good ones that really stand and back their service or product will give you 30 days money back guarantee, so that if that it's good for you, you can continue with it. Or you can also say, and I mentioned this yesterday as well, is if it doesn't work for you, step away from it and get your money back. So that's affiliate marketing. Tomorrow I'll talk a little bit more about e-commerce and what that is. But for now, I just wanted to explain affiliate marketing from my experience and from my perspective, and how it's worked for me compared to the traditional way of learning. Interesting enough, I did look up with our TAFE, which is sort of like the level of learning before you get to university or college level. And just to learn the Facebook marketing side of things, they charge $5,000. That's a huge amount. And by the way, this diploma that I did, there was no social media marketing. There was no skills in there. It wasn't until now, going through this journey, that I've started to learn how that all works, how Google Ads works, how Bing Ads works, how YouTube advertising works. Massive opportunities there to learn. And that's where you step into understanding what online business is and how to actually set up something that really reflects your values and where you want to go to. I hope that's helped for now. I've got no one online with me now, but look, if you're jumping on and watching this later on, please hashtag replay in capital letters, and let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know if this information of my journey in exploring the affiliate marketing side of things has helped. And also let me know if there are other types of marketing opportunities that you might be considering but you don't know much about. Pop that in there and I'll do some research if I don't know about it either. All right, well, the very best. Have a good evening, have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon, whichever way you're sitting at the moment. All right, take care. Bye-bye.